Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all my lovely students of class 5. I warmly welcome you back to the class of science. You all know me. This is your teacher, Ms. Zunaira, your science teacher. Okay, and today we are going to start the new chapter. So, students, let's get started. Before that, this slide would be repeated again and again. Do you know what? Do you know why? Because many of the students forget the homework. Okay, and it is not the day of homework today, but still, I want to give you a homework so that would be easy for us tomorrow to write down the answers for writing down the answers of reasons and name these. Okay, so as we are going to start the new chapter, and the name of the new chapter is Safety and First Aid. Okay, so tomorrow is again our class. So when you come tomorrow, you will please, I request you to copy down the reasons and name these of this chapter. Okay, if you are having the fast, so you can do it after aftar. Okay, so please copy down reasons and name these in your copy 1 if you are having space or pages, and if your copy is filled completely, so you can also do in your copy 2. Okay, so let's see the name of the chapter. Okay, what the wallpaper is showing us, this is showing the name of the chapter, Safety and First Aid. In few of the sections we started getting the explanation of this chapter. Today we'll continue it with more detail, right? So class, this is our chapter number 5 and it is on page number 42 of your science book. So I want everyone to take out the book and turn it. Okay, don't open it right now, just turn it. Okay, we'll need it afterwards. So, in this chapter, what we are going to learn today is, first of all, we should know the name safety means. We must know that what does this word mean? Safety. Safety is a word that recommends to prevent ourselves from any injury or any dangerous accident. Okay? So, safety is a simple English word which shows the prevention, which shows the protection, right? So we know the meaning of this word. Okay, so guys, as we know that most of the accidents happen when we are not careful. Okay, most of the accidents happen when we are not careful. Uh, we are ourselves responsible for many of the accidents that happen with us. Why? Because we prove ourselves to be irresponsible, or not we are not careful. When we are not careful, there are greater chances for the accidents to be happened. Okay, so we need to be careful. So being responsible for caring ourselves is the safety. And here you can see some of the things which can be proved dangerous at our home. For example, medicines we use. Okay, medicines are recommended by doctors, and we have to, or the patient has to, take the medicines in time. But if the medicines are taken in excessive amount, so even they can cause the death. Okay, so it means their amount is really important. We must be careful while taking the medicine. We should take the medicine according to the doctor's recommendation. Likewise, when we are not careful, the children at our home can go to the switches and it can cause their deaths. Okay, so what are these? These are our irresponsibilities. When we are not careful, most of the accidents can happen. Apart from this, when we use the gadget which is not working properly and we just try to use it again and again, we do not pay attention over that, so it can be converted into great fire. Okay, it can cause the great fire, it can burn our house even. Okay, so what is this thing? This is like not a big deal for us, but this irresponsibility can cause the major accident. Likewise, the sharp things like knife, scissors, cutters that we use for our home chores, our kitchen work, and for many of the purposes. But if we are not careful and our children go to these kind of things, or if they try to play with these kind of sharp things, these things can damage them. These can things can harm them. They can get injury with them. Okay, so what is the thing which we know? Most of the accidents happen when we are not careful. Again, I'll repeat it again and again because I know you guys forget to do homework. So this would be repeated again and again, so your eyes should remember this, that you need to copy down reasons and name these by tomorrow. Okay. So, class, as I told you, that most common accidents in our home, like burns, falls, cuts, poisoning, electrocution. Electrocution means current ka lag jana, right? Choking, suffocation. A fatal accident is where someone dies as a result. It means these accidents can be proven as the fatal accidents. It means they can cause even the death. Okay, so we must be careful with these things. Okay, as the name of this chapter or the title of this chapter is having two words, safety and first aid. Safety means protection, prevention, to protect ourselves from getting injury. But once the injury has been happened, the accident has been happened, now we need to take another step, that is called as first aid. Sometimes we just consider this word as there is a first aid box and we use there is bandage, there is sunny plus, there are some of the capsules, and just these things are first aid. No beta, it is not so. What is the first aid? First aid refers to the emergency or the immediate care you should provide when a person is injured. It means when the accident has been happened, the first step that you are going to take is going to be the first aid. Is going to be the first aid. For example, if you are having the cut, if you suddenly gets cut, if you suddenly get the cut, so you will go to the room, you'll find out the first aid box, it will take much time. So the first thing you should do with your cut is just press your injury so there should not be blood loss. Are you getting my point? So, what is the first step that you have taken to the cut injury? You have taken the step in which you have just pressed your wound, so the blood should not come out. Okay, so this is the first step. Then we will take time to search out the box. Then we can take the bandage from this, and we can wrap it around the finger or wherever we get the cut. Is that clear? So first aid is basically the step that we take very first after any injury or accident. The minor conditions can be treated at home as well. Okay, likewise, the minor cuts can be treated at home. You do not need to go to doctors. Likewise, many of the conditions happen at home that can be solved at home. But if we get the major injuries, we should immediately proceed to the hospitals. So here I have given you a picture where you can see two of the conditions of traffic. So which one, the people in which picture are looking careful and responsible, in picture 1 or 2? Definitely in picture 2, because in picture 2 they all are following the traffic rules, the traffic signs, and due to this, their accident chances are reduced. Okay, so let me repeat the line. Most of the accidents happen when we are not careful. Okay, so if we follow the instructions given by traffic police, or if we follow the traffic signs, traffic instructions, the number of accidents can be lesser and lesser. Now here comes the first page of this chapter. Okay, I want someone to read out this paragraph. Raise your hand, those who want to read out. Alina, I'm gonna unmute you. You need to start reading, okay?
safety and first aid. Accidents can happen in several ways. If we are not careful, accidents at home are mainly caused by fire, electricity, and by sharp things such as knives and scissors. All these things are useful to us, but can be very dangerous if we are not careful with them or carelessly thrown lighted matchstick can burn an entire house. Electrical gadgets such as toasters or electric irons can be dangerous if not maintained and handled carefully.
Okay, continue. One more paragraph.
At home, children running up or down staircases can fall and get injured. Accidents at home can also happen if children eat or drink anything harmful. That is why medicines should always be kept out of reach of children.
Good. Mute yourself. Okay, now Isma, you have been given the turn to read. Isma, unmute yourself, beta.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
A number of accidents occur on roads. They happen mainly because people do not drive carefully and do not follow traffic rules. Have you seen people driving too fast in a crowded street? Have you seen cars overtaking on the wrong lane and vehicles going zigzag rather than one behind the other in proper traffic lanes? In which kind of traffic situation do you expect lesser accidents do occur? Sometimes, even if one is careful, accidents happen. One can get hurt. Let us see what we should do in some of these situations.
Okay, beta. Now
Fire.
mute yourself. Okay, mute yourself. Hafsa Nawal, I have given you the access. Okay, beta. Hafsa, just wait for a minute. Hafsa, wait for a minute. Okay, beta. So now what we are going to learn? We are going to learn fire and its prevention. So, as we know that accidents can be happen. Hafsa, beta, mute yourself. Fire can be happen by many ways. Okay, so we'll see that how fire can be happen and how we should prevent the situation like this. Okay, so again, copy down reasons and name these. Okay, now we are going to see first the causes of fire at our home. So I want someone to read out, and the turn goes to Malahim. The
Yes,
turn goes
miss.
to, yes, beta. Malahim, start reading from here.
From prevention, fire prevention.
Yes, fire and its preventions.
Most fires in a house occur while working or while using a defective electrical gadget. It is important that all electrical gadgets are checked from time to time. If a crack or cut is noticed in the rubber
Covering.
co- covering of any wire, the wire should be replaced. The wire and electrical gadgets should never be allowed to get wet. Make sure that the gadget is switched off after use.
Okay, is there any brave enough student who wants to define this paragraph? Is there anyone who can define it? Malahim, can you do it this?
Um,
Can you define this paragraph as well? This is so simple. Simple lines are written here. Some of the causes of fire, just defective electrical gadget, wires if not covered. Okay, Amna, you want to do it. Okay, Malahim, mute yourself.
okay, miss.
Yes, Amna, I have given you the access. Walaikum salam, beta. Very slow. Please speak aloud.
मैं इसमें बता रहे हैं कि जो क्या कहते हैं आग होती है वो बहुत से घरों में काम करते हुए लग जाती है तो
Hmm.
जब हम लोग कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल गैजेट वगैरह यूज कर रहे होते हैं तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि हम लोग चेक करें कि अगर हम लोग यूज करके आते हैं तो हम लोग क्या उनको बंद कर रहे हैं कि नहीं और क्या कहते हैं हम लोग क्या कहते
Okay,
हैं
good. Beta, please, can you speak English? Try to speak English. Come on.
they are telling that in most of the house full fire
Mm.
because of the electrical gadgets, and it is so important that you have to check that if you have closed the flame or any electrical switch and etc.
Okay.
So there and you have to close all the electrical gadgets, and you don't have to use your dead hands on electrical gadgets or else it can give any shock or etc.
Okay, good. Okay, now mute yourselves. Beta, here you can observe three of the pictures I've selected for you. In picture number one, you can see the defective electrical gadget that might be a charger as well, okay? If that is defective, it can cause the fire. And sometimes we use the fire without plug. That is so dangerous. Why? Because the wires are not covered from here. Why the wires are covered with rubber covering? Not for the decoration, but for the prevention, for the protection, for our safety. Okay, because there is current in the wires inside, and we can prevent ourselves. If we touch these wires, nothing will happen, but if we touch these naked wires, so they can cause the current or electrocution. Okay, so this is how fire can be there at our home. Again, your favorite slide is in front of you. You need to copy down the reasons and name these. Okay, now who wants to read out this paragraph? In this paragraph, there are more of the things which are written which can cause the fire. Elsa, I have given you the access, beta. Unmute yourself. Yes, Elsa, are you there?
Korean stove. Miss, what is written? A Koreans.
No, that is kerosene.
Okay. A kerosene stove should not be kept on the floor. It can easily get knocked over, spilling the kerosene. This can cause a major fire. A number of fires can occur if people are not careful with gas stoves. Make sure that the gas is switched off when not in use. If you smell gas in the house, it may be leaking from the gas cylinder. Immediately open all doors and windows to allow the gas to escape. Bring up the gas emergency agency for help. Do not switch on or off any electrical switch in such a situation, and do not light the matchstick. This can cause an explosion and a major fire in the house.
Okay, wait. In this paragraph, it is clearly written that do not put your kerosene stove on the floor. That should not be kept on the floor. It can spill out, it can create the great fire. Okay, so you need to be very careful. And when we see, like when we smell the smell of methane gas or the natural gas with which we burn the fire, if we smell this thing, what is the first ad we should do? We should immediately open all the windows and doors if they're okay. We should not burn the matchstick in this case, okay, until the smell gets out properly completely. We should not burn the matchstick. Number two point we should remember in this situation, we should not turn on any electrical switch. Why? Because electrical switches are also favorable for the fire. Okay, so if we switch on them, so they can also cause the fire with the combination of the gas. Okay, so if the gas is there, if we smell the gas in our kitchens, the first step we should take is to open your doors and windows. Okay, yes, Ilsa, are you there? Okay, you have mute yourself. Okay, so now the turn goes to Iraj. Fatma, I'm gonna give you the access. Iraj.
Yes, miss.
Yes, but I start reading from the next paragraph.
Never wear nylon clothes in the kitchen. Yes. Never wear nylon clothes in the kitchen. They catch fire very easily. Cotton or woolen clothes are safer. Children should not be allowed to play with matchstick, firecrackers used during Shab-e Barat and other festivals are another major cause of fire. Some firecrackers often go sideways instead of going up. They can hit and injure someone or cause a major fire.
Okay, good. Beta, wait. Do not unmute yourself, okay? You will continue reading. Okay, beta, in this paragraph, it is clearly written that all kinds of fabric should not be worn in the kitchen. For example, nylon is a name of stuff or the fabric like cotton, lawn, linen, nylon. So nylon is a kind of cloth which can catch the fire very easily. So should we wear it at the kitchen? Not at all. Okay. So the other situation which is given to us here is usage of firecrackers. You have previously observed this recently on Shabe Barat. We have experienced this thing that many of the children or even the elders, they like to have the firecrackers. Okay, so this can cause the accident. What kind of accident? It is not necessary that always your firecracker will be going up. It can go on the sides as well. So if it goes on the sides, it can hit to any object, it can cause the fire. So this is another situation by which fire can be happen, fire accidents can be happen. Okay. After this, yes, continue. Iraj, are you there? Iraj.
What to do? Miss? Yes, miss.
Yes, beta, continue reading.
What to do if there is a fire? Fire needs. What to do if there is a fire? Fire needs air to keep burning. One method.
Okay, Iraj, unmute, beta, mute yourself. Your voice is not clear. Yes, Khizra, now the turn goes to you. Khizra, the turn goes to you now. Are you there? Khizra? Khizra, please speak up. Okay, the turn goes to Afan. Yes, Afan. Afan, I have given you the access.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Muniba? Yes, Muniba, speak up.
Miss, miss, you give me the 1 minute.
Sorry?
You give me the access to
Okay,
1 minute.
okay. So you continue, please. Start reading from the first line. Fire needs air to
What
keep
to do?
burning. Okay, wait for a minute. Beta, this line is very important. I want all the students to underline this line. Fire needs air to keep burning. This is very, very important. Okay. Yes, Maniba, continue.
What to do if there is a fire? Fire needs air to keep burning. One method of putting out a fire is to cut off its air supply. Another method is to cool down the burning substance. Is in case of small fires, this can be done by this following method. Throwing mud or sand over the fire. This cuts off the air supply to covering the substance on fire. Pouring water over the fire, this cools down the burning substance and also cuts off its air supply. Using a fixed
Fire
exten-
extinguisher. Using the
fire
fire.
extinguisher, this is a simple device to put off or extinguish a fire. Fire extinguishers are of various types, but they all work in the same way, but cutting off the air supplies of the air.
Okay, wait. So, beta, what is the main thing which we have observed here is we just need to cut down the supply of air to that object which is burning. Okay, because fire needs air to keep on burning, so we need to cut out the supply of air first. Remember one thing, all the kinds of fire cannot be treated the same way. Up till now, what we have seen that if the fire has been happened, what kind of things we should do. We can throw the mud, we can throw the sand over the fire, because we know that when we just throw the mud or the sand over the fire, that will cut down the supply of air. Okay, apart from this, we can have another process by pouring water. We can also pour the water which cools down the burn. Okay, and we can use the fire extinguisher as well. But as I repeat that all the fire cannot be treated the same way. I want someone to read out this paragraph. I want Afan to read out. um Afan, I have given you the access. Afan, unmute yourself. Okay, Maniba, continue beta. Sometimes
Okay.
water does not
Sometimes water does not
Hmm.
extinguish fire. Water
Extinguish
should
means
never be
extinguish
thrown over
means
a fire.
बुझाना. ठीक है,
Extinguish.
बुझाना.
mm, Okay.
Yes, continue.
Water should never be thrown over a fire caused by electricity. Since electricity can flow through water, throwing water over such a fire can be dangerous. If the flowing water touches someone, he can get a
Severe.
severe electric shock.
Hmm.
A small electric fire can be extinguished by throwing sand over it. There are special fire extinguishers for such fires. What should also not be thrown over burning petrol or kerosene. These are lighter than water and therefore float over water and continue burning. In fact, throwing water over burning petrol or kerosene may help to spread the fire. Put off this fire by throwing sand.
Okay, beta. So on the previous page, we have seen that we have been given the instruction as if there is a fire, so we can cut it, the supply of air, the cut its supply of air by throwing mud, sand, and water. But here again, the fire situation is there, but it is different. If the fire is of electrical, or we can say that if the causes of the fire is the electrical cause, or it is caused by the petrol, so we cannot use the water. Remember this thing, we cannot use the water for extinguishing the fire which has been caused by electricity and petrol. Okay, so in different situations there are different first aids. Okay, Maniba, mute yourself. Isma, I have given you the access. Isma, can you hear me?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now beta, continue reading from here. After this, in
In case
case,
the fire, in case the fire is big, it is best to shout for help and to immediately ring up the fire bridge. The fire bridge has a very simple telephone number so that people can remember it. It is usually 16. It's important to remain calm over the telephone and give the fire bridge the correct address and
fire
location of the
brigade,
place under
fire brigade. Okay,
fire brigade the correct address and location of the place under fire. What to do if clothes catch fire? If your clothes catch fire,
okay,
roll
okay.
on the
Wait, wait,
ground.
wait. It is usually, what is the number usually which we should dial in the emergency case of fire? That is 16. Okay, you need to remember it. Number second point is that fire brigade is the name of department which is called in case of the fire accidents. Okay, fire brigade, you know that a kind of vehicle comes and there's a tanker over it, and which is water filled. Okay, and the people use that water with a great pressure to extinguish that fire. Okay, continue, Isma. Isma, continue beta.
Yes, yes. If your clothes catch fire, roll on the ground. The skirts of the air
apply to the fire and puts it out. If a blanket or a rug is
Available.
Nearby, rolling up in it is more effective in cutting off the air supply. If someone else close catch fire, use water if available to put off the fire. Otherwise, wrap a person in a blanket, rug, or overcoat.
Okay,
Remember,
wait.
however, that
Wait, Isma. But here is a situation you need to consider that when a person gets fire or the clothes catch fire, what the first thing we should do? The first thing is, if the water is available, we should just use water for extinguishing the fire. If water is not available, we can use any carpet or rug or blanket, and we will wrap up that person which is having the fire, which is suffering from that accident. Okay, we will wrap him, but remember one thing, he is already burned. So if you will keep on wrapping him for a long time, so it is also dangerous for him. So what is the first step we should take? We should cut off the air supply. The first thing we need to remember is the cut off air supply. That we can do with the help of water, that we can do with the help of rug or blanket. But once the fire is extinguished, we should immediately remove that blanket and rug. Okay, do not leave that person with that blanket, because he is already burned. If we'll wrap him, his skin get like it would be very serious or dangerous for him. Okay, so I'm gonna give the access to anybody else. Mute yourself, Asma. Taha, I'm giving you access. Unmute yourself. Taha.
Yes, miss.
Yes, better start reading this paragraph.
Remember, however, that you should not leave the person covered with a blanket for too long. This can
This can be like I don't
This
know.
can result in
Okay.
severe burns to the body. The covered blanket will not allow the burned area to cool down, and the burn can get worse. Remove the blanket as soon as the fire is put out and take steps given in the following sections.
Okay, continue.
First aid. When a person gets injured, a nurse or a doctor may not be immediately available. First aid is the care given to the injured person or the patient before a doctor or nurse can see him.
Okay, but
Proper
underline this
first
line. Every student should underline this line. This is the simplest definition of the first aid. When a person gets injured, a nurse or a doctor may not be available. Okay, so first aid is the care given to the injured person before the doctor and the nurse can reach. Yes, continue.
Proper first aid can prevent the injuries from getting worse. It is therefore important for all of us to know how to give first aid in different kinds of accidents.
Okay, continue.
What to do if someone gets burned? If the burn is small, the skin becomes red and no blisters are formed. Put the burned areas immediately in cold water. This will cool the skin and prevent inner portions of the skin from getting burned. No other treatment is necessary.
Okay, so minor burn can be treated at home. Just pouring the cold water or rubbing the eyes, these kind of things are enough for the minor burn. If no blisters are formed, what are the blisters? Blisters are like we get like well, you can say that area swells up and it becomes watery. There is water inside. Okay, इस तरह like पानी के छाले जो बनते हैं, I'm talking about that. Blisters are those. Okay, so if no blisters are there, you can treat it with the cold water. Okay, remember one thing, the last line which is written under these diagrams: wash the burnt portion immediately with water. That water should be cold water. That water should be cold water. Remember this thing. Okay, Taha, time is up. Meeting can be just ended anytime. You can continue the reading. And
If the burn forms blister on the skin, it is more serious. Never break the blisters. If they don't break, wash them with soap and water. Cover them lightly with a clean piece of cloth and or bandage. This will protect the burns from dust and flies and prevent infection. A piece